All right, we've got an upper body circuit today. We're going to go through that same warm-up that we did for the full body circuits, just kind of a basic warm-up to do to kind of stretch out everything. So we're going to start in those on all fours, and we're going to do 5 cat-cows. So taking a nice deep breath in, looking towards the ceiling, and then blowing it out, rounding, looking towards your belly button. We've got 4 more. At your own pace, just working with your breath. Give me 1 more just for good measure. Opposite leg and opposite arm. Reach out long. Hold here for a second. Lock in that core. We're going to crunch in, elbow to knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back out. Hold. Back to center. Other side. Hold for a second. Crunch it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold back out and down. All right, we're going to tuck our toes and we're going to meet in that down dog position. So we're going to shoot our hips up to the sky, looking towards our toes. You can pedal your heels out here by bending one knee then the other. Then ground both heels to the ground, looking to your hands, coming into a high plank. We're going to lower down into that low plank, or you can lower all the way down for a cobra. Lowering down to a low plank where you're going to hover. And then lifting up, keeping your thighs off the ground. This is an up dog. You can keep your legs on the ground to do that cobra if you're not quite ready for this. Back to your high plank. Right leg comes forward. Elbow, that inside elbow goes to the inside ankle. Reach down and then rotate open. Back knee comes down. Rock back on that heel. Hamstring stretch. And then we're going to come back, meeting in that down dog. Other side. Looking to your hands, high plank, hover, low plank, round up dog. Back to your high plank, we're going to bring the left leg forward this time. Left leg forward, elbow to ankle, rotate open. Back knee goes down, rock back. We're going to flow through one more time on each side, a little bit faster. Down dog, high plank. Up dog, back to your high plank. Right leg, elbow to ankle, rotate open, back knee down, rock back. One more time, opposite side. Down dog, high plank, low plank, up dog, high plank. Left leg forward, elbow to ankle, rotate open, back knee down, rock back. Meeting in that down dog. To pedal your heels out one more time. Looking to your hands, stepping forward into that low yoga squat. So you're going to come forward and just sink down, keeping your heels on the ground here. Hands go to the ground, reach up. Down, reach up. One more time, down, and reach up. Rounding through the spine, rolling up. All right, our upper body workout today. We've got 3 moves. We're going to repeat those 3 moves for 3 rounds, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Your first circuit is you'll need dumbbells or anything heavy that you can find either 2 of. If you have a kettlebell, you can do single arm as well. Whatever works best for you. So your first move is going to get bent over row. So I'm going to hinge at my hips here. My weights are going to be facing each other. My spine is in a neutral position. Head is in line with the rest of the spine. And my arms are out slightly ahead of me. I'm going to row back, bending my elbows, bringing the weights to the lower or the upper ribs here. And then back down. Up, back down. So that's your first move. Then we've got plank to toe taps. So you're going to be in a plank position. You're going to start down here on our hands, planks. You're going to pike your hips up to that down dog position. And you're going to reach your hand through to the opposite toe. and then back to your plank, and then reaching to the other toe. Nice and slow here, making sure to come back to that good plank form before you go. And then we've got plank jacks. So open, close, open, close. If that's too much, the jumping's too much, you're step, step, back in, out, in. All right. Let's get our timer ready. Those are our 3 moves. Repeating for 3 rounds. Here we go. 10 seconds. Hopefully you're hear the breaths are here. We're going to start with those rows. 2, 1. Nice and slow here. Row up. Remembering that I'm hinging at the waist. I'm not letting my shoulders droop down or round. They're back and down. Good form. You can be here. If that's too much or you have heavy weights, you can also alternate. If you want to do halfway, if you have a kettlebell, do halfway on one arm and then switch to the other arm. You can do that as well. Heavier weights you can load for your back. So you can go a little bit heavier than you would for like a bicep curl. Here. 5 more seconds here. 2, 1. Okay. Setting those weights down ahead of you. We're going to go into that plank to toe tap here. So you can come down, rest on your knees if you need to. Make sure those weights are out of your way. 2, 1. Set that plank first, hips in line. Reaching towards the opposite toe. Back to plank. Piking those hips up and back to plank. I'm not letting my back sag and my hips don't stay up when I come back to this plank. Good plank form. My wrist, elbow, shoulder all in line with each other. Nice and slow. Last 5 seconds here. Rest. We've got plank jacks coming up next, or those step outs. So we can stay down here, getting ready. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Up to your plank. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Keeping that good plank form. My hips are not saggy and they're not piped up. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, all in line. Complete body move here. If you need a rest, go to that out, in, out, out. Last 15 seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake those wrists out. We're coming back up to the bent over row. So we're going to grab our weights. In 3, 2, 1. Hinge. Bands are also good for this if you have any, those little silicone bands, they work as well. Laundry detergent, you can row with that. Also, if you have a kettlebell, if you don't want to do single arm, you can do an upright row. So you hold the horn of the kettlebell, and you can be here with just your kettlebell. That's an option too. 5 seconds here. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. Rest. Weights go out of the way. We're coming down to the ground for the toe taps. In 5 seconds here. Remembering that good plank form. Set the plank first before you move. Here we go. Plank. Feet are about hip distance apart. Tapping to opposite foot. Nice and slow. Fifteen more seconds. Remembering to breathe, rest. Shake your wrists out. We've got plank jacks coming next. Those wrists a break. One more round of these moves after this. All right, in 3, 2, 1, plank. Out. If it's too much, you can do the out, out, and in, or you can just hold a plank. This is all core too, all core and upper body. Whatever you're feeling. If you need a rest, though, come to either a plank or go to out, out, and in. Try not to break that plank form. Last 10 seconds here. And rest. All right, come back up to the top. Last round, then you'll have a break. We've got bent over row. In 3, 2, 1, hinge, row. Almost there. Last 15 here. Squeeze through the shoulder blades. Don't let those weights just drop either. Control on the way down. Rest. Weights out the way. Toe taps. Getting ready. Kind of turn your wrists over, your hands over here. Get a good stretch through your wrists. Really helps. Ready? Here we go. Plank first, then go. Last 10 seconds here. Rest. All right, last round of plank jacks or out, out, and in. Last 45 seconds in this circuit. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Remember, if you need a break, hold that plank or out. Last 15. Last 10. I'm feeling it. Rest. All right, grab your water. Got a minute here. Show you the next moves while you guys are breaking and getting water. All right, we have hammer bicep to wide bicep, break dancers, and mountain climbers. So, show you what those moves are. So your hammer curl, your weights are going to be staying facing kind of parallel with you. So you're going to be here, bicep, easier to show you this way, bicep to wide bicep. So you're just going to turn them out and go out at a wide angle. So hammer, wide. Then break dancers, you're going to be in this bear position. So here, knees bent, knees are just hovering, and you're going to swing your leg through, touch opposite hand to foot, and then the opposite side. Whoop. Don't fall over. I'll show you from the front, just like this. Here, back, here, back. And then mountain climbers, plank position. I like to go opposite knee to elbow, opposite, just like this. You can go slow or fast as you want. All right, let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, we have biceps first. Hammer to wide. Hammer, wide. Halfway. Last 10 seconds. Nice and slow, doesn't have to be fast. Especially if you got heavy weights. Rest. All right, those break dancers are coming up. Remember, you take your time with these. No need to rush or you'll fall over like I did. 3, 2, 1. We're up in that bear, hover. Twist through, back to center. Through, center. Through, center. Kind of drop your hip down to sink it through. More seconds. Sliding out of frame. Rest. All right, shake those wrists out. Mountain climbers. Coming up next. All right. 3, 2, 1. Plank position. Opposite. You can go slow. If you want to go fast, I'd say do like 10 fast and then slow down for 5. Keep going. You've got 20 more seconds here. If your wrists start giving you issues, you can also take your weights. Sometimes it's easier for your wrist to be in this position, and it gets them in that neutral position. And that'll help take any wrist pain that you have out. All right, back up to the top. We've got hammer to wide. Might need to drop here, but we'll start with those. 2, 1, here we go. Hammer to wide. Hammer, wide. Making sure your body is in an aligned position. I'm not arching through my back. I'm not shooting my chest out or my hips back. Everything's kind of slightly tucked under here. To be in that standing plank position. Seconds. Rest. All right, break dancers. Shaking those wrists out if you need it. show you from this way this time. Sometimes these are hard to kind of get. All right, we're up in that bear position, knees hovering. Kick that leg through. Kick that leg through. Really need to use that core stability so you don't flop around here. Your balance. Last 10 seconds. Rest. Shaking those wrists out. I'm going to use my weights again for the mountain climbers here. If you need to do that, go for it. Mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Looking ahead of you slightly on the floor so your neck's not cracked down like that. Keep going. You've got about 20 seconds here. Rest if you need to. Last 10 seconds. And rest. All right, we've got one more round of this. Going up to biceps. All right, and 2, 1, here we go. Knees are slightly bent, hips slightly tucked under, core locked in. Hammer to wide. Good job. Taking your time with these. Focusing on that bicep muscle. That's when we're working here. The front of the arm there. Almost our last 10 seconds. Rest. All right, break dancers, last time. Here we go. In 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Hover and bear. Then kick through. Kick through. Over halfway. 20 more seconds. We're moving the circuit, and then we're done. One last circuit. One more, and rest. All right, mountain climbers. Use my weights again. Start off with them. All right, 3, 2, 1. Up in your plank. Let's go. Last 45 seconds in this circuit. Mountain climbers. Pick your speed. Rest if you need to. And get right back to it. You're halfway here. Nice job. Last 15. Last 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your water. Minute break here. All right. we have a tricep press back, push-up plank rotation. You can do the push-up or not, I'll show you, and then plank up down for your last one. So, tricep press back, you're gonna grab your weights. You're gonna be in that kind of bent over row position, weight slightly ahead of you, in front of you, and you're just gonna press back, just slightly, press back, just like that. Then we have a plank push-up rotation. So you're gonna be here, you've got a push-up, rotate, back down, rotate, back to center, push-up, rotate, rotate, and then you have plank up downs, starting on your forearms, up, down, down. Trying to minimize that hip movement side to side as best you can. All right, in 3, push back is first, 2, 1, here we go. Tricep push back. We've got 3 rounds of this, then you're done with upper body. Your weight doesn't need to be super heavy. The back of the arm is the weakest point of the arm, so you don't need to go super heavy. 20 more seconds. Just a tiny press back to center. Press back to center. Press back. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. We've got the push-up, rotation, rotation, push-up. All right. Doesn't matter how many reps you do in this, good quality form. You can be on your knees for your push-ups as well, and for the side plank if you want. I'll show you that. So you can be here. So you can do push-up, side, center, and then back to push-up, or you can be on your toes. Taking those rotations nice and slow. Really lock in that core in that good side plank position. Back to center. Push up. Rest. All right, that plank up down. So you're going elbow, elbow, up, up. Elbow, elbow, up, up. In 3, 2, 1. Starting on your forearms here. Up, up, down, down. Opposite hand goes up next time. Also, can be done from your knees. You're here, tuck those hips under, up, up, down, down, opposite. Whatever you're feeling, that's perfectly fine to start with. This is a hard one. Getting that wrist under you before you press up. 2, 1, rest. All right, got round 2, tricep press back. I'm going to drop my weight a little bit because those 12s were a little heavy. All right, in 3, 2, 1. I'm hinging. Press back. Press back. I'm even feeling it with these 5s, so you don't need a lot of weight on those triceps. My shoulders are out of my ears. Over halfway, just about 15 seconds here. My head, neck, spine, everything's in line. Not looking too far down, not looking too far up. 2, 1, rest. All right, we've got push up, rotate, rotate. All right, 3, 2, 1. Again, quality over quantity here. Wrists might start to bother you. It's totally normal. Come down to your knees if that's happening. Take a little bit of weight off those wrists. Nice slow push-ups there. Shaking those wrists out. We've got plank up downs. Round 2. And we're on our last round of the circuit of the workout. All right, starting in our forearm plank position. 2, 1. You're here. Up, up, down, down. Take a wider stance with your feet to help minimize that hip movement as you go from forearm to hand plank. Again, if that's too much, take a rest and try it on your knees. Plank position, up, up, down, down. Take a lot of pressure off your wrists. If you're feeling it in your wrists, if you're not used to doing a lot of planks, you might have some wrist stiffness. I still do, even after doing planks for years. So sometimes I need a rest too. And rest. All right. Last round here. Back up for tricep pushback. Last 3 minutes of work. Let's finish strong. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Hinge. Press back. Press back. Press back. Press back. Feeling it with these 5-pounders. So it's one of those bar moves that you do with those light weights and you don't realize how much it's the burner. 20 more seconds. Last time doing this. Last 15. Last 10. Feel deep in those tricep muscles. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, we've got push up, rotate, rotate. Last time. All right, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Use your breath with those push-ups. Nice deep breath in on the way down. Blow it out on the way up. Halfway. Rest. All right. Last round of up downs. We can do this. Go to your knees if you need to. Last round. In 3, 2, 1. Last move. 45 seconds here, and then you're done. Alternating hands. Halfway. Actually, more than halfway. 15 seconds here. 10 seconds. Rest. Woo. Let's sit back in a child's pose. So widen your legs here, like this. Arms go out in front. You kind of puppy dog that bottom up in the air. So you've got that arch on your back. Shake from the side, like this. Really gets a good stretch in those arms. And the core. Coming back up to your tabletop position. Let's do a couple of cat-cow. Stretch out that core. Looking up to the spine, the ceiling. Arching through the spine and rounding through your spine. Blow it out. Look at your belly button. Let's do that 2 more times. One more.
Activity completed.
Back to neutral. All right, let's just push back up into a down dog. Really stretch out through those shoulders. And then let's just take a step forward in between our hands and round all the way up. Let's give our arms a good stretch today. So, taking your right arm, go ahead and place it across you and grab your forearm. Pull it across, stretching through that tricep and shoulder. And then just take your elbow, put your hand on your elbow, that's on the arm that's across you, and just push it back a little bit further and look up over your opposite shoulder. Taking this arm, shooting it straight back, and pushing through that elbow. Good stretch of the back of the arm here. And then back down. Opposite arm. Grab your forearm, stretch it across. Grabbing that elbow, push it a little bit further and look over that shoulder. This arm goes up and back. Pushing through, stretching through that tricep. Taking your arms, clasping your hands. Just push it away from you and round through your spine here. Your shoulders. Take it behind you, clasp your hands, stretching out through, push that chest out. And then shake it out. A couple arm circles to the back, and then a couple to the front. Get a good shake out, and you're done.